What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with a Patreon request. This time we're checking out this song called Gemini Syndrome Resurrection. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is about, but we about to go ahead and shut up and turn it up. Nah, hold on. Hold on, bro. Run that intro back just one time for the one time. Okay, so here's the thing about that intro, bro. The way that they got the sound that's just panning between the left and the right, man, it's already kind of playing with your senses, right? It literally was almost making me feel, it almost kind of gave me goosebumps. But then right before that drop, they kind of gave it like that little, I don't know what that dope. It's almost like the anticipation like somebody take a nail, right, and they run it across a chalkboard, right? It's almost like you see them doing that, so you start anticipating it, and then the action happens, and then you get those goosebumps you were expecting. You didn't know what it was gonna sound like, you just had an idea, but the goosebumps came just like you anticipated. That's what happened right there with the audio panning from the left to the right in my earbuds, and then that last note right before it dropped, that was the nail to the chalkboard, and then it just came so hard. It dropped so hard, and then that little bass hit that almost kind of sound like a cannon. Oh my goodness, what an intro. Oh my, yo, come on now, come on. Okay, hold on. We all know music structure, right? The music structure is always intro, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, maybe bridge, pre-chorus, verse, or something like that. And then here comes the solo. So I know a solo is about to come, and I don't want to pause during the solo. So I'm going to take a moment to pause right here. Right before they did the next chorus, I love the empty space that they created by letting go. They let go of the bass a little bit, right, and so to create that open space. Now, what this does, that increases the intensity when that chorus comes through and it drops. The reason why this is important is because of how heavy it dropped at the beginning, right? So the thing about that is that when you're playing music, there's like a certain frequency that your ears start getting used to, and if you keep it at that same frequency, drops aren't going to have as much effect as it did when you first heard it. So how do you remedy this? Well, sometimes you might need to take away some of those elements, so right before that chorus, they took away some of that bass, right, a little bit, and let the vocals shine a little bit. And what this helped is it helped that chorus hit that much harder, kind of like yo, remember how heavy I dropped at the beginning? Well, here it is again. Not only that, but bro, I'm telling you, we getting like cannon sound basses in here, and I just don't know where it's coming from. Absolutely loving it. All right, let's go. that bass. Oh my, see this, bro. Why I feel like this is definitely one of them songs that will play, like, I don't know, during some type of like Gears of War trailer or something that's epic and just full of violence, bro. Oh my goodness, I love how they did that at the beginning where they said the Phoenix never dies, right? Just when you think the song is over, bro, the Phoenix never die, and then they come through with that, bro. My goodness, bro, the way the drops are hitting. Just get a little bit of everything right here. We get some melody, bro. You know, we get some screams. We get some cannon shots, bro. The Phoenix ain't dying, okay? Now, like I said, I don't really necessarily have the metal ears. You know, that's what I like to call them. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and do a little cheat sheet right here in the interest of time. Let's see. Usually I like to look at the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Usually if they're on genius.com, they can kind of get like some type of what it means, but sometimes a description isn't over there and you got to kind of read through it, you know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can read through some of this real quick. Let's see. And I know it was called Resurrection, and with the Phoenix never dying, before I even read this, I could just think of maybe somebody going through some trauma and falling down, some and then never giving up, you know what I mean? So that's along those lines, but I feel like that's too basic thinking. So, but it might be exactly what it is. Broken misery adjectives for my heart, stiffed consistently right from the start. I watched you burn alive, and from these ashes you rise. Okay, strip down and separate. The things you really need here dissolve and dissipate everything I fear. There's monsters in my closet. They're hiding under the bed. An analog composite of the illustrations in my head. That's interesting. Okay, so watched you burn alive, and from the ashes you rise. Be no surprise you were a phoenix in disguise. Sometimes there are rock songs that don't necessarily have any like super deep meaning other than face value. You know what I mean? I'm kind of getting a mixed signal between this song, if that's what it is indeed. Actions criticize, my intentions demonized. I mean, it's almost like it's a battle within himself. Possibly he's watching himself kind of burn down. Almost kind of like giving yourself a pat on the back for never backing down. You know what I mean? The reason why is because we see these other words like my heart. So he's like talking about himself, but then they go from the third person, right? I watched you burn alive from the ashes. So it's like you're talking to yourself, right? And you're talking to yourself in like the third person. That's what I'm thinking right now. Monsters in my closet hiding, watch you burn alive, my actions criticized. And this is interesting. My actions criticized as if, he's pretty much an enemy now recognized. So this could be a battle of an internal battle, right? The enemy now I recognize that the enemy all along was you. You know what I mean? Attributes pushing me deeper down the storm. Divine, come alive and make me reborn. Maybe even kind of like a rescue from like depression and possibly even like suicide or something like that. That's what I'm thinking right now. But there's no description on here on Genius, and usually they do a pretty good job. Sometimes people down here in the comments will give some insight as to what the song's about. But this song only has about 1,000 views, and it was in 2015, so it's not really all that popular. So, but I loved it anyways. Excellent suggestion. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.